But this hijrah, this migration, took place a couple of times. Once to what was known as what we're currently known as Ethiopia now, or Greater Ethiopia. That was made, Abyssinia, as we know, in the first time round, but it was the key migration towards Medina, which was the one which sets our calendar. But the Prophet ﷺ had already planned how he would integrate these Muhajiroun, these travelers, these migrants, into the Medina social tapestry. Your job is to take these migrants and slowly integrate them into Medina society from all aspects. So they were quick to absorb reality, they were quick to accept their new reality. And when they accepted their new reality, that this is where we are, this is who we are, there were entrepreneurs, there were businessmen, there were businesswomen, they knew how to sell, they knew how to get a good deal. In that example I gave you, the Sahabi turns and says, Barakallah fiqh, yani Barakallah fil mal wa ahl, yani may there be blessings in your family and may there be blessings in your wealth. Do you have a market? Where do you trade? Where do you do business? Because I'm a businessman. So when they were informed that yes, of course we have a market and the directions were given, then off they went and they became very wealthy. Abdurrahman ibn Auf is one very famous Muhajir who became very wealthy as a consequence of him traveling across to Medina, starting with virtually nothing and working his way up. And he wasn't the only one, there were many others. And even within a very short space of time, they had established themselves, they started to buy land, they started to buy property, and they became very wealthy in the process. And then it's a case of planning, strategizing, and doing, and then once the wealth started to come in, the seed money came in, then they could, after the Treaty of Hudaibiya, when the Treaty of Hudaibiya came in, where there was peace between the Mushrikun of Mecca and the Muslims of Medina, then not only did they go out to do business, the Muhajirun, and but also they went to make dawah. And we know, for example, that much of the traders are the ones who have been given the honor and the status of being ones who carried the word of Islam, because of the way they did business, because of the way they conducted themselves, because they did not take advantage. But there will be no barakah then if we forget our ethics, if we forget our principles, if we just feel that this is just down to my skills as a tradesman, this is just down to my skills of knowing a good deal and how to make a good deal. But rather maintain principles, maintain ethics, and it is because of that, rather in spite of that, that a person becomes wealthy and successful, as we saw the Muhajirun when they established themselves in their newfound land of Medina.